Welcome back to Theotown. As usual, we have a city block totally engulfed in flames. We're sending the fire trucks. It's too little, too late, and that's okay. Sometimes people's houses burn to the ground, and that's just part of the way of life. These people are very unhappy about the fact that their neighbors' homes are burning to the ground before the fire engines can come. It seems rather strange that we have to actually send the fire trucks and they don't just of their own free will and accord show up. You would think that the fact that an entire city block is engulfed in flames would be enough to get their attention, because you could probably see the smoke from all the way across town. But who knows? That's not really a big deal. In the great scheme of things, houses burn down, fires go out, and life continues. This is New Albion, as we build the greatest city in the history of the world here, on a map inspired by the map of Albion online. Now, my friends, today I will show you our new port. Look at those little cargo ships going back and forth. Now, it is interesting that the cars on the street are not all that much smaller than the cargo ships. Those are some very small cargo ships, but they are kind of cute and kind of cool, and it is rather interesting that you can zone a harbor area in Theotown. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this little road and move it across here, make a bit of an L shape, and then we're going to do a bit of a U shape. And what we're going to do is turn this whole little area into a port zone. And we're going to see what that looks like. We're going to call this the Port of Albion. That sounds cool, doesn't it? Port of Albion. As a matter of fact, I am going to go to my label creating area and title it Port of Albion. And I think I need to make that smaller. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. And we'll give it some time to develop. We'll build a little bit of farming here. You know, I was visiting a friend of mine. Popped in on him to see how he was doing and hang around for a little while. And while we were talking, his son gave him a ring and called him. And they were talking. And his son is, you know, fairly young, adult. Don't know exactly how old. I'd imagine somewhere in the 20s or early 30s, you know. And my friend is retired, so his boy is starting his career. And they had this conversation about, you know, buying houses and getting settled, and this young man is freaking out about what's going on in the stock market, and he's talking about how important it is that he does something to kind of get ahead of the game, and he wants to buy a house, and he's impatient, and it all has to happen right now. And it got me to thinking, especially when you're somewhat younger, there's this sense that everything has to happen right now. And quite often you're onto the right ideas. It's not that you're wrong. It's just we get the time scale really, really wrong. Because we think that our life has to be all figured out over the course of a few weeks or a few months. And really, the truth is a lot of this stuff is going to take a few decades. It's just the truth. You're going to make your mistakes. You're going to learn from them. And a lot of young people don't understand how long it takes to produce success. And you have to be willing to just let things be what they are for quite a long time, to be at peace with this. It's okay. You're going to figure things out. It's going to take a while. And there's that tendency to have this rush mentality. It all has to happen right now. I have to get out there and corner the housing market right now. I have to get out there and secure my future this quarter. No, that's pretty short-sighted. When you think that you have until the end of the week to figure out something that you probably aren't actually going to figure out for another decade of your life, you really kind of look foolish. I think there's a lot of wise people in the world that learn that we don't have time to waste, but that doesn't mean we don't have time to wait. Be patient. You might be surprised how many times blessings come your way. But not when you're rushing them. Not when you're frustrated because they don't come fast enough. If you really want success in life, you wait. Don't do things that are harmful. Don't sabotage yourself. But don't be afraid of letting things take a little bit of time. It's okay if you don't figure everything out this week. It's okay if you don't do everything there is to do today. When you get to the end of your life, no one's going to say, gee, why did he not complete everything that there was to do? His life was never finished. Well, that's not how it works. But you will realize that you lost a lot of opportunities by rushing into things when you did have the time to wait and watch. And the attitudes that we manifest when we're impatient are disingenuous to us. Everyone else can see when you're desperate. When you want something to happen right now and you don't want to wait. When you're willing to settle for something that's wrong because you're not willing to wait for something that's right. Everyone else can see this, but we tend to be blind to our own impatience. It's important to remember the importance of being calm and collected and willing to wait until the correct season for everything. Cast thy bread upon the waters, and it shall return to you after many days. It's a Bible verse, and I like to remember that verse because what it means is you invest now, and then you surrender that thing, because one day you'll be rewarded with blessings if you accept that it's not yours today. You surrender it now, it'll return to you later with compound interest. Imagine being a simple farmer on the banks of the fertile Nile River in Egypt, and you have wheat seeds, and you have the option to take those seeds and to make bread out of them. Or you can take those seeds and you can cast them upon the shallow waters of the flooded Nile marshlands. And you can take those seeds that could have been made into bread, and instead of making bread out of them, you cast them upon the water. And that seems foolish. But after many days, they return to you, multiplied in the form of a harvest. And then you have this bountiful harvest. You have these blessings that come back into your life. And all started by surrendering those things. By saying it's okay. I don't need to get what I want today. I can wait. And I can watch. And then when the time is right, when the season is right, then all things will work together for good. It will be well. And I don't have to know the timing. I don't have to be the master of it. When we leave space for providence to work in its mysterious ways, it can be surprising how many blessings will flow into our life. And it's equally amazing how many blessings we lose when we are impatient and we think that everything has to be figured out now. Well, there we are. We have been hard at work here expanding the Port of Albion. And just in time, we have another fire breaking out. Another terrible catastrophe strikes our town and interrupts the peacefulness and tranquility that we were enjoying just moments ago. We'll go ahead and build another fire department. Wouldn't be a bad call. I wonder how many people are going to lose their homes as a result of this blaze. Seems that there are no fire helicopters in this game. At least if there are, I have not seen them. You think we can get this fire put out without losing the apartment complexes? It sure would be nice. Looks like we did. Well, my friends, that's a happy ending right there. These apartment complexes did not get burned to the ground. The fires were put out in time. We have a small round of mass construction going on here. Our city population reaches 32,000. What a magnificent metropolis. We have 3 super tall buildings. Meanwhile, high-rises continue to build up, and we have another disaster beginning as the cemetery reaches its full capacity. There we have it, yet another fire. Isn't that excellent? Just what we needed. I guess it's time to build another fire station. That's what this farmland here is for. Sorry, Mr. Farmer, we're going to build a fire department in your field. That sounds about right, doesn't it? That fire engine sound sure is obnoxious, isn't it? It does get your attention. I've kind of thought I might like to turn that emergency fire engine sound off, but I did not figure out any way to actually do that, so I think it's going to just be what it is. Looks like we got that fire put out. Minimal damage. 4 houses destroyed. That's alright. There's our new fire department. How nice. Alright. Well, we're going to call that a wrap. Thank you for watching.